Hey guys, how's it going? It's Target here. Welcome back to another episode of the Edmonton Oilers Be a GM. So we're going to do a review here, so we'll do that. We'll go into the Stats Central, look at team standings first, and see how we are. So we're first in the league, 71 points in 46 games played, so we're ahead of Minnesota by quite a bit on that because they're at 69 points in 4 games extra, 50 games. Goals for per game, we're 5th behind Ottawa. Goals against per game, we're number 1 at 1.96. Our power play, we're at a low 17.1, and our penalty kill, we're at 14th. All right, player stats. Let's go to player stats, NHL. Take a look and see how everybody's doing. Now, we knew that Connor McDavid is in that top 8 of the league for points, but how is he doing in relation to the other team, or how are other players doing? Are they close? Are they close to cracking that top 8, or are they quite a ways away? So let's take a look here. Points, yeah, Connor McDavid, 54 points in 46 games. He leads by quite a bit, actually. He's almost got 10 points on Nugent Hopkins and actually has 13 points on Taylor Hall. But everybody's in there. Nugent Hopkins, more than a point per game. Taylor Hall, pretty close. Erik Karlsson, 37 points. Oscar Klefbom, 30. Scheifele at 30. That's not bad. Andrew Ladd at 28. Victor Hedman at 25. Yakupov's not doing too great there at 25 points, but he could be better. Brian Bickle, 12 points on the third line. Steve Downey at 10 points. Abdelkader at 10 points. Braid at 8 points. What did he have the year before, Braid? 15 points. So he's on pace for about the same thing. Mark Fane, 5. And then Boyd Gordon only has 2 points. So, I mean, not much to write home there for. What about goalies, though? Let's take a look at Carey Price. He's got a 9.432 save percentage. Unbelievable number right there. 9.432 and 8 shutouts. That's so elite, it's retarded. So I don't see any issues right now. We're going to keep going here. We'll go ahead. Obviously, this is the Justin Schultz team here, Ottawa Senators. So we'll see how Justin Schultz does. I mean, he's doing pretty well. He's got 34 assists, but there's a win for us. He had 34 assists. We got rid of him in hopes that Erik Karlsson would make a difference for our team. And you know what? I think without a doubt, Erik Karlsson has been one of the most instrumental factors of our success here in this year, because it's been a big deal for us. Grabowski, Lanoux, and for 2/3. Sorry, Grabowski for Lanoux and 2/3. I'm going to decline that trade. I don't need Grabowski. I mean, our third line is pretty solid when you think about it. Brian Bickle on the left wing. Who else do we have there? Andy Green for Hagelin and Butler. It's okay. I don't think we need to pick up a depth D-man. We've got pretty solid defense as it is. I mean, Darnell Nurse is 84 overall, and he's playing the third pairing. 7-2 final. Nick Bonino, Blaisdell. No, I'm going to decline that. I don't need to pick up current NHL players. The only thing I would want to do would be to trade for future players that are coming up and coming. You know, those are the kind of players that we can always use in our system. Guys that you can plug in on the fourth lines. I really do get excited when we have a player that we farm through the system. We draft him. He's projected as a bottom 6 type player, and he ends up being there. That's one of my favorite things. So we were checking the WHL. Look at all these top 10s. There's a ton of players. Not many first rounders, though, besides that. So let's go elsewhere and see who's got a ton of... Yeah, the OHL has a ton of first rounders. So let's scout there for a month. Find out a little bit more about those guys. We don't have a first round pick. And we got the trade deadline coming up. But I don't think that we really need to make any moves. We made our moves for the year. The only thing I can think to do would be able to add... I don't know. Where do you add? Where do you add? Our defense is so solid right now. Our offense is fantastic. Adam Burish... For McKenna and Butler, no. Adam Burish was available as a free agent, was he not? Yeah, he was a free agent. We could have picked him up as a free agent if we wanted him, but we didn't. And we're already at 40 wins for the season so far. 40 wins, and we're not even at the trade deadline yet. 41 wins, pardon me. And it looks like Taylor Hall is finally kicking into high gear. He's got 30 goals, pardon me. And Connor McDavid at 46 assists. Those are nice numbers. Those are finally, getting up their numbers. Andy Green again for the thing is, it looks like they want to trade away kind of a veteran D for basically prospects, unsigned prospects with no future. You know what? Of all the things to trade away for, really that is a pretty small price to pay if you're getting an NHL proven player. But I think that we can hold out. And there's no need to get rid of those kinds of players for those guys. We look at Crosby, 39 goals and 35 assists for him. He's doing really well, and his team actually shuts us out there, so that's not... I mean, good for him, but I'd prefer to have us win than watch Sidney Crosby's success. Ovechkin at 42 goals on the season. I'm assuming he's probably leading the league, and we end up losing a couple games in a row here to Eastern Conference teams, and it's come down to Taylor Hall. He needs to start scoring here if we want to win, so come on. Wow, Unbelievable 7-0 win against the Montreal Canadiens. And then Ottawa to finish things off here. The Ottawa Senators, and we lose 4-2. So we'll take a quick look here before we go into the trade deadline. A 9.43 save percentage for Carey Price. 1.70 goals against. Points, you see Connor McDavid is up there. He's behind only Stamkos and Crosby, so he's in really good company there. A couple points ahead of Sagan. But, you know, he's 8 to 9 points behind the leader. So he could get it there, but he's not quite there yet. Wins, Price leads the league with 38 wins. So it looks like our backups come in and played a little bit too. Goals, we are not up there. We're close, though. Van Riemsdyk's at 34, and that's the cutoff. We're at 31. Assists, Connor McDavid leads the league in assists. And you see Nugent Hopkins also has a ton of assists. 46 assists for Nugent Hopkins. So he's in the talks as well. We are first in the league by about 6 points on Minnesota. So that's a really nice number there. Now, let's just take a quick look at our lineup. I don't see us... I want to take a look just for the sake of it. But I don't see a need to change this top 6. Maybe Nail Yakupov could go. Oops, not Abdicator. Yakupov. Because he's only got 37 points in 61 games. You know, he's not producing at the level that we need. Scheifele, 40 points. I guess he's, you know, he's not much better than Scheifele. And Andrew Ladd... or not much worse than Scheifele. And Andrew Ladd is at, yeah, he's at 39 points, so you can see that difference there. Andrew Ladd's actually producing. The other two are not at this point. Because Scheifele is, what, 30 points? Is that right? 30? Oh, 40 points. So Scheifele and Ladd are producing. Yakupov was at what? I'm trying to remember now. 30. I guess they're all producing. They're all in the same number. I guess they're doing pretty well. Somebody wanted me to get rid of Darren Helm. He's got 20 points. He's plus 11. I don't see a need to change him there. Brian Bickle, the power forward. He's at 14 points, a plus 5. Steve Downey, he's probably the lowest on the group. 14 points. Oops. 14 points and a plus... 14 points and a plus 3. So he is the worst of the group. And then you got the fourth line. So I guess we could upgrade our fourth line, but I don't see any need at this point. Our penalty kill... I mean, this is going to be the last year for Boyd Gordon, which is kind of sad because he's been with us for so long. He's only got 5 points. He's a -2. Like, that's a huge drop for him. He's 78 overall. You know, there might be somebody better out there for us that we could get. Maybe I can go out there and look for... let's go to GM options. Let's go to scouting up. Let's go to... Oops, not trade players. I want to go to trading block. That is somewhere we could actually add as our fourth line player. Let's see here. I mean, fourth line is not much. Let's go by coach's recommendation. And we're going to go by a forward. We're looking for a fourth line forward or a third line checking forward. And I want the face-off rating. Hold tight. We'll get the face-offs. Oh, there we go. Face-offs. I think I need a minimum of 85 face-offs. And we'll see what's available there. Actually, let's go 90. Let's see what's available for 90 face-off forwards. Nobody. Oh. Why? Oh, no, that's fine. So there's no fourth line. What about third? Nobody with 90 face-offs? Third line scoring? Nobody. Okay, so let's drop this down to 85. There we go. No? What? Why is this not coming back? Hold on, let's clear that. I don't know what's going on with the salary, why that popped up there. Usually that doesn't pop up, but I think that's what might be glitching it out. All right, let's go to face-offs. We'll go all the way up to 85. There we go, 85 face-offs. And we are looking for oh, for Christ's sake, is that going to reset it? Probably. Yep. Oh my god, so stupid. There we go. One little bump of the wrong button, and there you go, spending more time doing something. All right, 85 face-offs. All the way up. Player role. We're going to look for a third. Let's look for a third line checker. There you go. So Brian Boyle's there. No. Now let's look for a fourth line forward now that we know. So there are a couple. You've got Boyd Gordon and Jake Vitale. He's 85 face-offs, and then Boyd Gordon is still at 88. Adam Burish, 85. So not much of a difference there. Third line scoring forwards. How many? None. So just a third line checker, Brian Boyle. But that's a lot to pay for a guy 34 years old. He's good defensively, good physically. I mean, he'd be a great fourth line option, but you know, he would cost too much. So I'm just going to leave it as is. I'm just going to leave it as is and see how things go here, all right? We'll just go through the trade deadline. We'll go up to the trade deadline. We'll go into it. We'll listen to offers, see what's available. Actually, I do need to update my trade block. Brassard and Plekanec for Blaisdell and Volrath. Let me have a look at this trade here. I don't think we really need to add anybody like Derek Brassard, a second line forward. Doug Blaisdell, 4 yellow star defensive defenseman. We got him in the. Look at this shot. I don't want to get rid of him. He's a great skater too. I don't want to get rid of him. Volrath, I would get rid of. 82 overall, 24 years old. They want these two guys and Butler, and then Plekanec. I don't know why I would take him. He's not something I want. So no, I'm gonna say no to this trade. I mean, it's okay. It's hitting some of the buttons, hitting some of the numbers, but definitely not all. So we'll just wait it out and see what happens in the trade deadline. All right, Dallas is up next, and then Calgary will be the day of the trade deadline. But we'll have to do the trade deadline first, if it'll ever kick over. There you go, a 4-2 win. Trade block. I don't think I saved it, so we're going to do that. I am looking for... Yeah, whatever. Fuck it. Don't really care that much. I'm not listening to that many offers anyway. So, Volrath. Okay, here we go. Volrath for a third-round pick. Andy Green and Tangretti. Hold tight. Now that they're offering for a goalie that I want to get rid of anyway... Not that I've got anything against Volrath, but look at all the goalies we have. Cataret, Volrath, those are guys that can go. So they want Volrath. All right. Now, I don't want Andy Green. He's a top 6 defenseman, 80 overall. Take him off. Okay, we take off Andy Green. Take off Green. A third and Tangretti. What's the deal with Eric Tangretti? 79 overall power forward. All right, so we're going to remove... Oh, no, we're going to keep you. We're going to remove Tangretti. It's because of the players going back, probably. They can't get this. So let's find a... You know what? Let's get a fourth. A third, a fourth. You know what? Remove that. Remove that. What's a second worth? Quite a bit, eh? You know what? Let's ask for a second from next year. There you go. Let's ask for a second from next year and a player they want to get rid of. McDonald? You know what? No. I'm sure that there's a player we could get. Yeah, let's... You know what? That's what we'll do at the trade deadline is we'll look for somebody that wants Volrath. And that's whatever. Yeah, because we got to get rid of one of them. And hopefully we can get back a player somewhere else so that we don't have to give up another one for, just for picks. So let's go to trade negotiations. Let's have a listen here. We got Columbus giving us a ring. Sadikov for Burish. 4th line forward, Adam Burish. No, that's okay. I'm going to say no to that. Okay, so let's propose a trade here. Let's see. All right, so we got a couple goalies. All goalies. There we go. So there's obviously a ton of them. We've got Miles, Volrath, Cataret. So we're looking to get rid of one of these. It looks like Cataret's worth more because of his age. So you know what? Let's hold on to Cataret. Let's get rid of Volrath. Let's see what we can get for him. Arizona will take him. Let's look at their rookie skaters. That'll help us figure out who we want. Is there anybody with 4 stars like Kearns? Yeah, see, Kearns. These are the type of guys that we could pick up. Defensive defenseman, 6'3", 229. Good balanced defensive defenseman, too. Pope. No, let's go somewhere else. Buffalo. We're looking for a 4-star is what I'm looking for. Because you get, like, Mills or Franco. What about Orban? Let's see here. Ryan Orban. 4 yellow star. Defensive defenseman. Good skating category. Terrible physically, though. So not really somebody I want to get. Kerman, what's the deal with Kerman? Mikko Kerman, 4 yellow stars, center, 79 overall, 72 faceoffs. The guy's on the verge of making the NHL, and he actually looks like he could be a contributor in some ways. So Kern. We go down here. We got Needham, who would definitely be an easy trade. Matt Needham, 78 overall, 2-way forward center with 76 faceoffs. That's not bad, and a good shot. The guy possesses a really good shot, not the best other categories. So that's not a bad option. Calgary. They're considered rivals, so I'm going to move along. Chicago's got great rep with us. We know what they're about. Kadola and Lilia, offensive defenseman, 76 overall. You know what? Actually, Stefan Lilia might be a good option for us. Stefan Lilia. And then they got Kadola, who's a centerman. Vladislav Kadolia, 71 overall. Discipline's 96. Offensive awareness, 79. Good skater, really good skater. Terrible physically, so not really somebody that I want. Let's go with Lilia. No, they won't go through. Too much. Bjorkstrand, a right winger, sniper. Nah, not really. Defense is terrible. Harding, centerman. Sam Harding, playmaker. 71 faceoffs. Not really. Daly, Shane Daly, offensive defenseman. 4 yellow stars. Not bad. 20 years old, 72 overall. This guy's got some potential. I would go for him. What about Daly? All right, so that would go across. But you know what? The value is not quite there. We're looking for a low value 4-star, like a Honka, like a Julius Honka. He's a two-way defenseman, 79 overall, 4 yellow stars. Has a great shot. There you go. What about Honka? Won't go through because the goalie. I hate that shit. Hodgson. What about Hodgson here? Hayden Hodgson, 23 years old, 79 overall, two-way forward with a great shot. He's a good skater, good physically. Defense could use a little bit of work. He's not a bad option. Los Angeles doesn't want Minnesota. Let's go by potential. You got Betts. What's the deal with Betts? 4 yellow star grinder. Interesting. So he's projected to be a second-line player. Too much, though. Too much cost for us, I think, in that sense. We got a good relationship with New Jersey. They got one 4-star player, Simard. 68 overall offensive defenseman. No, that's okay. His value is a little bit too high, to be completely honest. Philadelphia. Looks like there might be a couple here. They got a ton of 4-star players. You're looking at Johansson or Morin. Sam Morin. Sam Morin's a big guy. He's 80 overall, defensive defenseman. Huge shot. 99 slap shot power. 75 accuracy. He could step in and be a beast right now. His physicality is not really that big. It's actually kind of surprising that it's that low. And then Johansson. Power forward, left winger, 77 overall. Pretty good physically, decent defensively already. Has a little bit of ways to go. But I think Johansson or Morin might be our best bet. Because what's Morin's current rating? He's considered a... Hold on. Let's have a look here. He's considered a top 6. And his defensive awareness is 83. He'd be a 4th-line player. You know what? I don't really want to pick him up. I want somebody that play in the minors kind of thing, you know? Dimitrakos, he's too good. Maroon, too good. Goldobin, 78 overall playmaker, 23 years old. He's a good playmaker indeed. I'd like to get somebody with a little bit more weight on him. What about... Yeah, Goldobin's about the potential, or the trade value that we would want to pick up. Washington, there's got to be something here. Bowie would fit that bill. Two-way defenseman, 79 overall. Good shot. Really good shot. Great skater. All right, let's go with Bowie. Let's trade Bowie. All right. So, Volrath for Bowie. The trade value is there. Will they take it, though? Actually, what do they got? Depth D. So, that's good. Will they do it? And they will. Nice. We believe this transaction will contribute to our success here in Washington. So, we're accepting your offer. And best lines in the AHL. That's fine with me. All right, let's shut things down. Nice. So we got Madison Bowie from Washington for Volrath. So we got... Oh, sorry. We offloaded one of our goalies for a prospect that has some potential. Could play in the NHL next year. Oh, what's LA want? They want Sadikov for Travis Moen. No, that's okay. Shut all that down. Continue. Let's see what's going on here. Shut that down. Pardon me. Patan got claimed off waivers. Wow, they waived Nick Patan. Wow, Winnipeg acquired Subban, Jessamine, and Lapierre from Boston, and Boston acquired Blake Wheeler. Wow. All right, so that's the end of the trade deadline. We got enough time to zip through the 1 month here. You know what? It's going to be the end of the year there. Let's finish off the year in this video. We might as well see how things go. And then we'll do that'll leave us for the wow, a 9-1 win against the Calgary Flames. That'll leave us for the finals or the playoffs after that in the next video. So that'll be exciting. An 8-2 win followed it up with. Holy moly, those are some big scoring games right there. Well, Calgary's only got 17 wins on the year. They should be a team we're whooping ass on. If we're losing to Calgary, there it is. Something's wrong if you're losing to Calgary, especially 3-0. Allow them their 18th win of the year. Not exactly what I thought would happen there. We're looking back at the O. They had a ton of... No, they didn't have too many first rounders. Here, there's a couple second rounders here in the United States. So let's scout them for a month. Let's find out more about them. All right. Keep things going here against LA. And a 4-3 win. Nice. So we bounced back after that embarrassing loss to the worst team in the league, probably the Calgary Flames. And we're coming up on 50 wins. We could do 60 wins this year. Yeah, maybe not. That's 11 games away. I don't know. It'd be a tough one. It'd be a tough one to do. I mean, Taylor Hall, he could get to 40 goals this year. I think that's realistic. Maybe 42, and that's nothing to laugh at. You know, 42 goals That's a really good number for any player. It doesn't matter how elite you are. That's a really good number. Even for Steven Stamkos, if he scored 42 goals in a year, I mean, they expect 50 out of him, but if he scored 42 goals in a year, that's a great number. And a 2-0 loss to the Columbus Blue Jackets as we hit 50 wins. We don't have 10 games left in the season, so I know it's not going to be 60. But still, a very good back-to-back 2-0 losses also does not help much at all. Miles actually has 7 wins on the year, so he's doing pretty well. Carey Price, though, 43. And there's was that a win? No, that was a loss. Again, holy shit. I might have to stop the sim if we don't win this one. There you go, a 4-1 win. And Hall scores. So, and Nugent Hopkins is up there now for assists. So that top line is really producing a lot of points. And you know what, the nice thing is I've got the players together. 2 playmakers and a sniper. So you got guys that are going to be assisting, and you got a guy that's going to be scoring. Wow, okay, stop the sim. My goodness, we've been losing like crazy here. Stop the fucking sim. Stop! I hit Y already. We're going to probably sim this Winnipeg game, and it was a loss. Holy shit. So all of a sudden, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 losses in the last 7 games. And now the hopes of having 60 wins are gone. We might have actually been able to do it now looking at it, but that is gone. So I need Hall to actually score some goals. I want him to get to at least 40 goals. We got a few games left here. We're obviously making the playoffs this year. There's no doubt about that. And another loss. Come on, guys. Smarten up. You only got so many games left here to do something. Make some waves in some way. Don't be falling back like you are. Jesus Christ, what a bunch of dipshit sons of bitches, man. Every time you think your team's doing really well, all of a sudden you get a fucking terrible run of things. And this is it right here. You know, if you had to string all 60 points for Nugent Hopkins, Hall's 3 goals away from 40. I asked him to get to 40, and it doesn't look like that dipshit is going to do it. God damn it, man. All right, let's see. Forwards, we scouted them in the United States. There were a couple second-rounders. That's what we're looking at. Q's got a couple third-rounders, so let's scout there for a month. They have a top 10 as well, so that's not bad. All right, so we got 3 games left here in this god-awful. It's not god-awful. It's just been a pretty bad ending to the season. Pretty bad ending to the season. There you go, a 5-4 win, and Hall was not included on any of these. Maybe he's going to have like a 10-goal game to finish things off. Actually, you know what? Looking back on this, we could have actually gotten to 60 wins. Could have gotten to 60 wins. There's another one. And still Hall, no goals. And 1 more left to go against the Anaheim Ducks. So how will it go? They're not a strong team, but we can beat them. Come on, boys. Come on, 1 more to roll it. Oh, for God's sake. And it came in overtime. So that's okay. And Taylor Hall got a goal. All right, guys. Well, that will end the year. When we come back, we'll do the review, and then we'll get into the playoffs. So exciting things to come. Until next time, I'm Target Audience, and I'll catch you guys out on the ice.